Hey guys, this is Sal and welcome to yet another episode of Moneyflow Mindset. Moneyflow Mindset सीरीज में आप सभी का स्वागत है एंड दिस इज अ 25 पार्ट वीडियो सीरीज जहाँ पे हम आपके मनी माइंडसेट पे वर्क कर रहे हैं ऑन हाउ डू वी कन्वर्ट इट फ्रॉम नेगेटिव टू न्यूट्रल एंड देन पॉजिटिव वन so that you can attract the wealth and abundance which you desire and deserve for. And in this particular episode, we are going to talk about top 3 human emotions जो negative है, जिसके बारे में बहुत सारे लोग डिस्कस नहीं करते हैं. बट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर एपिसोड वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट इट वेरी ओपनली. एंड हम लोग सिर्फ उन इमोशंस के बारे में डिस्कस नहीं करेंगे बल्कि हम उसके ट्रिगर्स के बारे में भी डिस्कस करेंगे. दैट कौन सा ऐसा रूट कॉज होता है बिकॉज ऑफ विच दोज 3 इमोशंस get into your life and you automatically get attached to it, because of which you are unable to attract the results which you want to achieve in your life. And those 3 emotions are nothing but fear, सेल्फ डाउट एंड ग्रीड. और इसके बारे में हम वन बाय वन जानेंगे. एंड एट द एंड आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर विद यू 4F फ्रेमवर्क और 4F रीसेट फ्रेमवर्क, जिसकी मदद से आप इन तीनों ट्रिगर्स को, दैट इज फियर, ग्रीड एंड सेल्फ डाउट को कैसे आप मास्टर कर सकते हो. एंड यू कैन एक्चुअली कम अप विद द पॉजिटिव इमोशन ऑफ इट एंड यू कैन एक्चुअली stay into the zone of positive emotions and attract abundance in your life. So without further ado, let's quickly have a look at Moneyflow Mindset episode number 19. और फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अगर आप हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर या फिर फेसबुक पेज पर बिल्कुल न्यू हो एंड यू हैव नॉट इवन वॉच्ड अ सिंगल एपिसोड ऑफ द सीरीज, मेक श्योर इस वीडियो के बिलो लाइक देयर इज अ डिस्क्रिप्शन सेक्शन जहां पे मैंने इस लिंक को प्रोवाइड किया है इस पर्टिकुलर सीरीज के. सो मेक श्योर यू चेक दैट आउट एंड पूरे 18 एपिसोड्स को वन बाय वन देखो. सारे नेगेटिव इमोशंस जो होते हैं, प्रोमिनेंट वंस, उनके बारे में हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर रखा है on how do you convert those emotions into positive ones and how do you stay in that zone as well. So please do make sure इस वीडियो को आप यहीं पे पॉज करो if you have not watched the previous 18 episodes and then come back to this particular episode. And I trust you that if you're watching this video, which means now you are all set with all the videos and you have taken proper notes as well. And let's quickly begin with Moneyflow Mindset episode number 19, जहाँ पे जैसे मैंने ऑलरेडी बताया that we are going to talk about top 3 negative emotions which are the prominent ones in a human being, in any human being actually. And once we master those, we can actually stay into the positive zone. So सबसे पहला fear वाला जो है, so fear depicts nothing but the scarcity mindset within us. यानी कि जब भी हम पैसे से रिलेटेड fearful होते हैं, it simply depicts that हम किसी पास्ट वूंड की वजह से या फिर पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से या फैमिली एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से हमारा स्कैरसिटी माइंडसेट है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू मनी. एंड दोस कुड like that particular scarcity mindset could show up in a format where you ask yourself that what if I lose everything. आज let's assume जो भी मैं जॉब कर रहा हूँ या बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ या मैं ट्रेडिंग कर रहा हूँ, इन्वेस्टिंग कर रहा हूँ, उसमें से मैं जो भी पैसा बना रहा हूँ, what if I lose literally everything out of it. What if I don't earn enough. ये जो है, ये एक और एक और thought process है which a lot of people have when it comes to scarcity mindset. They think that अगर मैं irrespective of doing the hard work, irrespective of doing mindset work, if I don't earn enough, then what? Right. So बहुत सारे लोगों का वो scarcity based mindset होता है. So that's why if you have been facing that, don't worry. आप just note down कर लो in whatever book you are writing the notes of this particular series. Just note down कि आप कौन सा इमोशन या फिर कौन सा सवाल खुद से पूछते हो एट अ कॉन्शियस और एट अ सबकॉन्शियस लेवल, बिकॉज ऑफ विच यू आर अनेबल टू अट्रैक्ट द अबंडेंस एंड वेल्थ इन योर लाइफ. एंड द थर्ड वन इज नथिंग बट व्हाट इफ दिस इज नॉट सेफ फॉर मी. लाइक बहुत सारे लोगों का खुद से रिलेटेड, अगेन दिस कम्स टू सेल्फ डाउट एंड सेल्फ सैबोटेज एज वेल, दैट व्हाट इफ दिस इज नॉट सेफ फॉर मी, और व्हाट इफ एवरीथिंग गोज रॉन्ग टुमारो, व्हाट इफ कल रिसेशन आ जाता है, what if tomorrow I get fired, what if my business gets shut, and so on, right? So these are some of the these are some of the thoughts which a lot of people face when they are having fear based or scarcity based mindset. And this actually shows up in the form of like analysis paralysis. जब भी आप action लेना शुरू करते हो, even if it's very small step, still it creates analysis paralysis in your mind, and because of which आप खुद पे सेल्फ डाउट करने लग जाते हो दैट जो भी मैंने एक्शन लिया है, क्या मुझे इसका रिजल्ट मिलेगा, क्या मुझे इसका रिजल्ट आज मिलेगा, कल मिलेगा, कब मिलेगा. सो दैट क्रिएट्स एनालिसिस पैरालिसिस इन योर माइंड, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ विच आप, लेट्स अज्यूम, आप ऑल सेट हो स्टिल बिकॉज ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर जोन आप पूरा 100% नहीं दे पाते हो, एंड देन यू स्टे स्टक इन दैट वन जोन इटसेल्फ, एंड देन यू सेल्फ डाउट योरसेल्फ, यू सेल्फ साबोटाज। देखा, मैंने बताया था दैट इतना सारा एक्शन लेने के बाद भी, इतना हार्डवर्क करने के बाद भी, आई वोंट बी एबल टू सक्सीड इन दिस, या फिर दिस इज नॉट मीन फॉर मी, और आई कांट सक्सीड इन दिस, और लाइक all those things, right? So again, if this is what you are facing, don't worry, just note it down, because at the end I'm going to give you 4F framework, 4F reset framework specifically, जिसकी मदद से आप इसको overcome कर सकते हो, and you can actually stay in the positive zone. And fear, like, it shows up in the form where you where it keeps you in survival mode. You play not to lose and not to win either. आप एक strong belief के साथ action नहीं लेते हो that yes, whatever I am going to do, it's going to add value in people's life, and this is going to create a difference, and I'm going to win in this. No, you take action with a belief that मैं हारना नहीं चाहता, पर अगर मैं नहीं भी जीता, that's also fine. And again, just with that double-sided belief, because of that lack of clarity, हम ultimately उस चीज को achieve नहीं कर पाते हैं. And if you have been there, just note it down, because at the end, as I already mentioned, you are going to actually love the framework which I am going to share. And if you start working on that framework, ultimately आप fear को overcome कर पाओगे, and then you will uh, stay into the zone of contentment and positivity and so on. So I hope that this part is absolutely clear for you. And second most prominent negative emotion which a lot of people face when it comes to their day-to-day experience about money is nothing but of greed. बहुत सारे लोगों को लाइक उनका इम्पल्सिव माइंडसेट होता है दैट आज अगर मैं किसी चीज में 10,000 पे इन्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, so by 1 month down the line, I want to make it double. I want to triple it up, and so on. So that's why they have this impulsive mindset, and this is nothing but like आपका mindset किस तरीके से होता है? Like you think that I need to make money fast, or literally very very fast. जैसे मैंने बताया, if I'm investing 10,000 today, I want to double it up in 30 days down the line, or 2 months or 3 months down the line. So you constantly think that I need to make money fast. Then if they can do it, I should do it too. आपका ये माइंडसेट होता है दैट अगर सामने वाला कर सकता है तो मुझे ये करना ही है. Not in a way that if they can do it, I can do it too. There's a difference between I can and I should. Should जब लगाते हो, then you automatically stay stuck कि मुझे बस इतना ही करना है, rather than you enjoying that journey, right? So that's why you have to start thinking that if they can do it, if he or she can do it, I can do it too, rather than thinking that if they can do it, I should do it. It's not a compulsion for you, because let's assume अगर सामने वाला हार्डवर्क करके, स्मार्ट वर्क करके एक बिजनेस सेटअप करता है, एंड दे आर मेकिंग लेट्स अज्यूम 10 लाख रुपीज अ मंथ पैट, लाइक प्रॉफिट आफ्टर टैक्स, एंड उनको देख के यू थिंक दैट आई शुड डू इट टू. बट व्हाट इफ rather than you copying that particular journey, you can actually enjoy and create your own journey, and you can start making not 10 lakh, but let's assume even if you start making 1 lakh rupees a month, 2 lakh rupees a month in the initial stage itself, that's also worth it. And eventually, few months down the line, few years down the line, you will be at 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, and so on. So that's why you don't have to, restrict yourself that मुझे करना ही है. You have to inspire yourself that yes, अगर सामने वाला भी कर सकता है तो मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. And in fact, I can do it in more better way and in less time with doing smart work and hiring other people and so on, hiring that expertise and so on. So that's why you don't have to say yourself that I should do it. You have to say that I can do it too. And this one deal will change my life. बहुत सारे लोगों का ऐसे होता है that just because of greed या फिर impulsiveness, that अगर ये client, like let's assume if ये client मेरे पास आ जाता है तो ultimately this deal will change the way I do the business. It will change the way I look at money. It will change the way my business is performing and so on. So that's why again, if you have been there, don't worry, just note it down. Ultimately हम लोग इस पे काम करेंगे. So this is nothing but a greed based mindset या फिर impulsive based mindset. And ultimately अगर आप इसके ऊपर, ये जो फाउंडेशन है इसके ऊपर वर्क करके like negative emotions के साथ अगर आप काम करते हो और अगर आप रिजल्ट्स भी अचीव कर लेते हो, ultimately you won't be able to sustain it. You will self sabotage, and then you will start losing it once again. So that's why it's better कि आप अपने फाउंडेशन को पॉजिटिव फ्रीक्वेंसी से भरो, पॉजिटिव इमोशन से भरो, rather than negative emotions like fear, greed, self doubt and so on. and let's have a look at how greed shows up in our day-to-day life when we are actually dealing with money. So how greed shows up? First of all, it comes from insecurity, that is FOMO, that is a fear of missing out. That what if I lose this opportunity? ये opportunity मेरे पास आएगी ही नहीं, then I won't be able to make money out of it. Then I won't be able to build those connections. I won't be able to build that network. So that's why it comes out of insecurity, that is of FOMO. And in fact, this is one thing which I learned from my mentors, that rather than having a feeling of insecurity or FOMO, we can actually have a mindset of JOMO, that is joy of missing out. Because अगर आप एक अपॉर्चुनिटी को मिस आउट कर रहे हो, देयर इज अ वेरी ह्यूज पॉसिबिलिटी दैट देयर इज समथिंग रियली वेरी बिग व्हिच इज ऑन योर वे, और एल्स देयर इज आल्सो पॉसिबिलिटी दैट आप खुद की एक अपॉर्चुनिटी भी क्रिएट कर दो, राइट? सो अगेन, rather than FOMO, you have to have JOMO, that is joy of missing out. And ultimately how greed shows up is that you start chasing money instead of attracting it. Again, जैसे मैंने बताया, that you start to think that अगर ये client मेरे पास आ जाता है तो this will ultimately change the way I do the business, this will ultimately change the way I manage my money and so on. So आप पैसे के पीछे भागते हो constantly rather than you ultimately attracting it by adding value into people's lives and so on. So if you have been there, don't worry, just note it down, and we'll have a look at that and how do we deal with it, उसके बारे में भी हम डिस्कस करेंगे. So मेक श्योर इन तीनों में से, और एल्स देयर इज आल्सो पॉसिबिलिटी दैट आपकी लाइफ में कुछ और एक्सपीरियंस हुआ हो बिकॉज ऑफ विच आपके अंदर ग्रीड बेस्ड माइंडसेट तो है, इम्पल्सिव माइंडसेट तो है, पर आपके जो एक्सपीरियंसेस है वो अलग है. सो जस्ट नोट इट डाउन एंड लेट्स हैव अ लुक एट द थर्ड most prominent negative emotion which a lot of people have with respect to abundance or wealth or money in general, and that is nothing but of self doubt, जिसके ऊपर a lot of people judge themselves or they create their worthiness or they set a category that मैं इतना ही पैसा कमाने के लायक हूँ. If you have been there, don't worry, we'll just work on it, because abundance वाला जो stage है, that is of no limitations, it's of infinity, there are no restrictions or limitations to it. So that's why खुद को किसी एक वर्थ पे अटैच मत करके रखो, खुद को बांध के मत रखो. You have to just stay in that flow state and ultimately you will be attracting the level of wealth and abundance which you desire for. तो self doubt के काफी सारे examples which a lot of people face on a day to day life are nothing but who am I to charge that much. Again, this comes down to self worth वाला thing, और self worth के बारे में भी हमने already हमारी series में discussion कर रखा है. So if you haven't yet watched that episode, make sure you check it out. And again, this comes down to that one particular thing that बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे सोचते हैं that if I am doing my 100% in my job, still like who am I to charge that much? Like let's assume अगर आप if you're making 1 lakh rupees a month and अंदर से आपको लगता है कि यार whatever work I am doing, whatever number of hours I am putting, I am worth at least 1.5 lakh rupees a month or 2 lakh rupees a month. But आपकी worth जो है, जो self worth है, that is very very less or in fact negative, because of which आप डरते हो in order to ask for like pay raise and so on. So that's why if this is you, don't worry, just note it down. And second one is nothing but I'm not ready yet. बहुत सारे लोगों को ऐसे लगता है that जो opportunity मेरे पास आने वाली है, I'm not ready for it, that's why I'll just let it go. And then ultimately वो बैठे रहते हैं, they don't take any action, they don't opt in into any opportunities and they don't start working on themselves. And ultimately आगे आने वाले जो opportunities होते हैं वो भी ये लोग grab नहीं कर पाते हैं, because they think that जो भी हम opportunity में opt in करेंगे, हमें हमारा 100% रहना है. But you have to realize, my friend, nobody is at their 100% at any given moment of time. You are the best version of yourself at that particular moment. You are doing your best, whatever was possible at that particular moment, right? Because so far आपने इतने सालों में जितना हार्डवर्क किया है, जितना कुछ सीखा है, you are at your best version itself. So you have to have that mindset that yes, I don't have to stay ready for it. I just have to opt in into any opportunity, that whatever is resonating with me, that yes, I can do this, and then jump into it, learn that particular skill set, do that do that particular hard work, put in those number of hours, and then make it happen and succeed into it and achieve the level of success, wealth, and abundance in your life. So that's what you have to stay prepared with. You don't have to हैव कि लाइक मेरे पास ये सब आ जाएगा तभी मैं इस अपॉर्चुनिटी में हॉप इन करूंगा, या फिर तभी मैं बिजनेस स्टार्ट करूंगा, या फिर तभी मैं पे रेस के लिए बोलूंगा, या फिर तभी मैं एक नई कंपनी में जॉब के लिए लाइक शिफ्ट जो होता है, लाइक आई विल बी ऑप्टिंग इन फॉर न्यू कंपनी एंड सो ऑन. सो यू डोंट हैव टू think that way. You just have to opt in for it, then start working on the skill set part, start working on the mindset part, and so on. And the third is nothing but that I don't deserve this much money. बहुत सारे लोगों का अगेन पोस्ट कोविड बहुत सारे लोगों का ऐसे होने लगा है that just because of their skill set they are getting paid more than what they actually deserved or desired for, or let's assume whatever they even thought of कि मैं इतना ज्यादा कमा भी सकता हूँ. Like even in a lot of jobs as well, a lot of people are making 20 30 40 lakhs, in fact 1 crore a month as well. तो बहुत सारे लोगों का ऐसे हो जाता है that whatever skill set I am applying or whatever number of hours I am putting into the work, उतना like उसके हिसाब से the amount of money I am making, I don't deserve it. I don't deserve that amount of money, or I don't deserve that amount of success. Again, that comes and boils down to worthiness, self-worth wala thing. अगर आपकी self-worth कम है, like if your self-worth is low, ultimately your net worth will also be low. And if your self-worth is high, if your self-worth is low, but your net worth is high, and you self-sabotage yourself continuously, few weeks, few months, or few years down the line, you will start losing the success or wealth or abundance which you have created for yourself. So that's why it's important for you to start working on your self-worth, because your self-worth equals to your net worth. So that's why start working on it and ultimately stay in the positive zone. And how self-doubt shows up? It shows up in the format where you keep waiting for external validation, that agar samne wala bolega that yes, you are worth making 10 lakh rupees a month or 50 lakh rupees a month or 1 crore a month, then you think that yes, I am actually worth it. And then like you stay in that positive zone rather than you inspiring yourself that yes, this is what I'm worth it and I deserve even more. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to work on my skill set. I'm going to put even more number of hours, or I'm going to do smart work in the number of hours which I'm already working upon, so that जो भी मेरा काम है वो कम घंटे का हो पर आउटपुट जो है और ज्यादा हो. So that's why you have to start inspiring yourself on your own rather than waiting for the external validation. And it shows up in the format where you associate money with worthiness instead of value creation. Again, मैंने इसके बारे में भी बताया like couple of minutes back that a lot of people think that मैंने तो कुछ value addition किया ही नहीं, and ultimately whatever amount of money I have made, I'm not worth it. So that's why if you are in that zone, it's nothing but self doubt wala zone या फिर low self worth wala zone. So that's why you have to start working on that and convert it into positive ones, so that आप वैल्यू क्रिएशन पे ध्यान दो rather than putting the number of hours that yes, मुझे जॉब करना है तो मुझे 10 घंटे बैठना है, या फिर मुझे बिजनेस करना है तो मुझे 15 घंटे बैठना है. यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन वैल्यू एडिशन, वैल्यू क्रिएशन, दैट yes, अगर मैं 5 घंटे भी काम कर रहा हूँ, still I am adding maximum value I can in those number of hour or in that particular day and so on. So that's why you have to focus on value creation, value addition, rather than thinking that मुझे बस इतने घंटे काम करना है and then I am out of it. So I hope that you are all set with this, and let's quickly have a look at the main solution for this particular video. That is nothing but the 4F reset framework, which says that सबसे पहले आपको negative emotion जो है, you just have to feel the negative emotion that yes, this is what I am feeling. I am having like self-doubt issues, or I am facing fear with respect to money, that what if I achieve this amount of success, I'll be losing it, or I'm not worthy enough, or I don't deserve it. So you just have to feel that negative emotion. That's the step number one, because until and unless you are not aware कि यार मेरी life में चल क्या रहा है, you won't be able to work on it and you won't be able to convert it into positive one. So that's why first of all, the step number one is to feel the negative emotion. Step number two is that you have to find the root trigger कि ये जो emotion है मेरी life में वो कहाँ से आया. क्या वो मेरे खुद के एक्सपीरियंसेस से आया, क्या वो मेरे पापा से आया, मम्मी से आया, या फिर मेरी फैमिली में कोई मेंबर है, या फिर सोसाइटी में कुछ एक्सपीरियंस हुआ, या फिर कुछ नेगेटिव सिचुएशन बनी बिकॉज ऑफ विच I created that particular belief in me. So that's why you just have to find the root trigger of it. And step number three is that you have to flip that negative emotion into positive ones, because until and unless you don't flip those negative emotions into positive ones, आप अपने डिजर्वेबिलिटी फैक्टर वाले लेवल को अचीव नहीं कर पाओगे। और इवन इफ आपने कर लिया, लाइक लक के मैटर पे, कंप्लीटली ब्लाइंड लक के मैटर पे, लाइक उसके डिपेंडेंसी पे, स्टिल बिकॉज ऑफ सेल्फ साबोटाज या फिर लो सेल्फ वर्थ, यू विल lose that particular amount of success or that amount of wealth or that level of abundance and so on. So step number 3 is nothing but that you have to flip to positive emotion, and step number 4 is that you have to have flow state by taking one step at a time. Again, this is nothing but taking proper action, because action is the most important thing. जब तक आप action नहीं लोगे, even after watching this particular video, I have given this 4F framework to you. अगर आप इसके ऊपर एक्शन नहीं लोगे, इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू मेक सेंस. दिस इंफॉर्मेशन विल बी अ गार्बेज फॉर योर माइंड. आई लिटरली मीन इट. इट विल बी अ गार्बेज फॉर योर माइंड, बिकॉज knowing but not doing is the end of knowing. So it would be better that आपने जो कुछ भी इस वीडियो से सीखा है या फिर जो भी आप आगे सीखने वाले हो, make sure you take proper action on it. ऐसे भी हो सकता है दैट एक वीडियो में से आपको 10 एक्शन स्टेप्स मिले. आप एक स्टेप से शुरू करो, दो स्टेप से शुरू करो, बट स्टार्ट डूइंग इट, बिकॉज until and unless you won't take action, you won't feel inspired that yes, this is working for me, या फिर I can switch to positive emotions as well. And once I stay into the positive emotion, I am able to sustain that amount of success and so on. So that's why it's important for you to take proper action as well. And I hope that you are going to follow this particular 4F framework, and you're going to work on your negative emotions in order to convert those into positive ones. And please do make sure that इन जो भी एक्सपीरियंसेस के अलावा आपकी लाइफ में कोई और एक्सपीरियंसेस भी हुए होंगे विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दीज 3 इमोशंस, दैट इज ऑफ नथिंग बट फियर, ग्रीड एंड सेल्फ डाउट. प्लीज डू मेक श्योर दैट आप उन एक्सपीरियंसेस को कमेंट सेक्शन में शेयर करो, सो दैट अदर पीपल कैन ऑल्सो फील रेजोनेटेड दैट yes, this is also what I felt but was not mentioned in the presentation. Because again, infinite experiences which a lot of people could face with respect to one single negative emotion, and I can't share all of those in one video itself. So that's why do that particular activity, and whatever takeaways you had from this epic episode, do share below in the comment section. And don't forget to check out our complete series so far, which has been like 18-part video series. This is the 19th one. आप सारे videos को फिर से एक बार देखो, ताकि आप अपने नेगेटिव इमोशंस को पॉजिटिव में कन्वर्ट कर सको, and you start working on the positive aspects and positive notes as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.